1 minute side plank with hip raises. Let's bring the elbow underneath your shoulder, press your forearm heavily to the mat, and make sure that there is weight on that pinky toe as well. Bring one foot in front of the other. Use your top hand to lift your hips off the mat. Whenever it becomes too much, you can always bring the knee down to the mat, or you can just lower your hand as well for a little bit less weight on that shoulder if it starts to fatiguing. Keep pressing the forearm down, so that will help us to lift the waist a little bit higher. Lift your top hand up to the ceiling if that's possible, and then start for a full minute. Lower your hips down and then lift all the way up. Take deep inhalation, deep exhalation, and powerful exhalation. Breathe out. Feel like your obliques are lifting you up, almost like you have a string attached around your waist all the way up to the ceiling that lifts you all the way up and then all the way down. Powerful exhalation. Push with your feet and full forearm to the mat. Exhale up. And we are halfway there already. Breathe out. Make sure that you modify if you need to. Powerful exhalation, and we left and left. I hope you feel your obliques a little bit already. And up and up. See if the hips could go a little bit higher with each exhalation. Lift, up, and we have 5 more. Last 4, last 3, and 2. 1 more, and then release. Let's switch sides. Bring the other elbow down on the mat underneath your shoulder. Press the forearm heavy to the mat and bring one foot in front of the other. Whenever you're ready, raise your hips all the way up. Lift your hand if you can. Lower the hips and lift. And powerful exhalation. Full minute, going up and then down. Exhaling. Keep squeezing your abs. Keep lifting those hips. And go up. And up. And up. Maybe your hips could go a little bit higher and higher. Remember that you can always bring the hand in front of you. You can always lower that knee down as well. So modify if you need to. And we are halfway there already. The time goes by very quickly. Powerful exhalation. Make sure that you're not staying on your elbow, but you're pressing the full forearm towards the mat. And lift. 20 seconds to go. And up. And up. Good. Last 10. Up. And lift. And then we have only 5. Last 4. Last 3. And 2. 1 more. And then release. Great job. Cat-cow stretch. Stay with your hands underneath your shoulders. Your knees will open as wide as your hips, and then curl your toes underneath you as well, keeping your heels in one line with your knees. Push that floor away from you to engage the core. Then cross your wrists and bring, maybe let's start with your right wrist on the top of your left wrist. Keep pushing that floor away from you. I'll turn towards you so it's a little bit easier to see me. And now from here, push the floor away, round your spine, drop the tail down. Feel like you want to crunch the front of the body, and then reach with your tail to the back. Your chest is reaching forward, opening up your heart, and then come back to the center and slide your left hand underneath you, like you want to bring that left shoulder down towards the mat, and then lift yourself back up. Let's do it again. Push the floor away from you, round your spine, look down to your belly, reach with your tail to the back. Your chest is reaching forward. And then come to the center, slide your left hand away from you to bring that left shoulder down towards the mat, and then push the floor away. Switch your wrist and bring that left wrist in front of you. Push the floor away. Feel like you're spreading the shoulder blades. Lift a little bit higher and then lengthen to your tail and the crown of the head. Stretch yourself all the way forward. Come to the center and slide your right hand away from you and bring that right shoulder down towards the mat, and then lift all the way up. And you exhale to round your spine. Inhale to lengthen. And then come to the center and then slide that arm away from you. Let's switch your wrists one more time. Left wrist underneath you. Push the floor away. Round your spine. Lift and lengthen. Come to the center and then slide your arm underneath you. Touch the floor and then lift. And you lengthen and you round. And then do it one more time, sliding that left shoulder away. And then come back. Left hand goes in front of your right hand. Push the floor away, round the spine, and then lengthen. One more time. Push and then slide underneath. And then come back, you round your spine and you lengthen and release. And then slide the shoulder underneath. That feels so great on the spine. Good job. Tabletop position. Stay with your feet hip distance apart. Press your feet down towards the mat and then bring your hands just behind you. Open up your chest and your middle fingers are pointing somewhere diagonally away from the center of your body. So if I were to be inside a big clock, my middle fingers are pointing towards 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Push the feet down towards the mat, look towards your knees and then squeeze your bum to lift your hips all the way up. Open up your chest. You want to lengthen through your knees and we are in that tabletop position here. Squeeze your abs and then on the exhalation, lift your right leg to tabletop position, lower the right leg down, left leg will lift up, lower down, and then lower your hips towards the mat, lower your feet down. Now we'll try to lift your right hand and then the left hand. Squeeze your bum, push the floor away, you lift up, squeeze your abs to reach with your right hand, lower down, reach with the left hand, lower down, lower your hips all the way down. Now we'll try to lift your hand and the foot, connect your hand towards your foot, and we'll switch. We'll do that 10 times all together. Open up your chest, push the feet into the floor, squeeze your bum, lift up, engage your core, don't allow your neck to relax, keep the chin really close to your chest, and then catch your left foot with your right hand, and then switch, and then switch. Let's go for 9, and switch, and then 8, and switch, and then 7, and switch, and 6, and switch, only 5, and switch, only 4, and switch, last 3, and switch, 2 more, and switch, 1 more, and switch, and release. Great job.